Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ifedayo and today I'll be doing a tutorial on this everyday glam makeup look. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. So I'm starting off as I always do by applying foundation, and I'm using my Revlon Colorstay foundation in shade Caramel. I'm applying that with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm buffing that out. So I'm blending that out with my Nuban Beauty blending sponge to make that foundation appear seamless and flawless. And I noticed that I was picking up a little bit of product, so I went back in with my buffing brush to apply more product, then buffing it out again. Now I'm doing my brows, and for the first time I tried an eyebrow powder. It's from Zaron Cosmetics. It's a Nigerian brand, and as you can see, it comes with a small angled brush, which I used for filling in my brows. So I did like I would usually do with my pencil, create lines above and below and then fill in between while brushing intermittently with my spoolie. And I think the brow powders create much more natural looking brows. You can go from very natural brows to very dramatic brows if you so wish by increasing the amount of products. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm adding more products, brushing it out, adding more products, brushing it out to get the perfect shape I want. So I later went in with my classic brow pencil to define the top of my brows because I wanted a little more definition. So now I'm cleaning underneath my brows with my foundation. So I didn't use concealer because I wanted natural looking brows. So I used my Revlon foundation to clean underneath and the top of my brows to make it more defined. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm using an Echo Tools angled liner brush to apply this. So I'm cleaning out the top of my brows, trying not to create a halo effect. After this, I went in with my Mary Kay brow gel to set my brows. So now I'm applying concealer, and I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Tan, and I'm applying that to the highest parts of my face, underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, chin, forehead, you know the works. And I'm blending that out with my Nuban Beauty sponge. Somehow I managed to create some splotchiness while I was blending out my concealer, and yeah, so it was a struggle. That was a struggle, but I kept on blending out the rest of my face. So I'm setting my concealer with the Makeup Revolution banana powder, and I'm basically setting all the parts of my face that eye highlighted with the concealer. I'm using that same Nuban blending sponge to apply the powder. So I'm on to eyeshadow, and in this tutorial I'm using both the Nuban Beauty Obsession palettes and the Taos neutral palette. So I'm going into the Taos palettes first, and I'm picking up those two shades and using them as my transition shade, the light brown and the orange shade, the peach shade, as a transition shade. And I'm then going into my crease to define my crease with this amazing, I call it bile colored, it's like bile brown but it's like an army green and brown mixed together, something like that, that kind of shade. I don't know what it's called, but I'm using that to define my crease. I'm also popping that on my lid, so the same color that went into my crease went on my lid. And then I'm taking these shades, I mixed together two shades in Nuban Obsession eyeshadow palette. I'll put their names in the description box below. So I mixed those two shades, one is a gold shade and one is a green shade. I mixed them together and popped them in the middle of my lid. It's not really a halo look because it wasn't something, I wasn't going for the halo effect. It was just like a pop, something to make the look different and to make the look a little glam, you know. And yes, now I'm lining my eyes with my Zaron liquid eyeliner, the HD liquid eyeliner, bomb-ass liner. Yeah. So now I'm lining my waterline with the Mabrook Extremely Soft Black Eyeliner Pencil. And I did a quick review of this pencil on my blog. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description box below. And now I'm setting my whole face with my Glams two-way cake in the shade 206 as usual. And I'm using this powder brush. So now I'm going ahead to define my face, and I'm using the Zaron Face Definer in the shade PZ15, and I'm using the dark shade to define my face, especially my cheekbones. Instead of using blush, I'm using a bronzer instead, the powder actually. So I'm using the black Radiance Pressed Powder in the shade 8602, and I'm applying it as a bronzer stroke blush on my cheeks. And now I'm fixing everything because I think the setting powder, the Makeup Revolution setting powder was a little too light, so I had to set my face with setting spray. Now I'm going ahead, and I also use it as a base for my highlighter to make my highlight pop more. So I'm going ahead to highlight my face with the Milani highlighter. And this was the first time I was using this highlighter, and it wasn't bad at all. I'll be sure to do a full review very soon. And yeah, I was popping that on my cheekbones, on my chin, and my Cupid's bow, just to give myself that pop. So now I'm lining my lips with the Jordana Automatic Lip Liner in the shade Suede Brown. And I'm using that to define my lips, to line my lips before applying my lip shade, which is the Colourpop Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade K. This shade is so gorgeous, so everyday friendly, so brown girl friendly. Like, what else can I say? And I heard it's back in stores, so you can actually get, I think it's sold out at a point in time where it wasn't available, or you can actually get this shade now in stores online. And now I applied the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk, because I wanted my lips to look plumber, so I applied that in the middle of my lips to make my lips look fuller, and I think it really turned out well, like the stroke of genius. So it came out well, and now I'm setting my whole face again with my Zaron setting spray, and that's the finished look, guys. I'm popping on my hoops. I hope you guys like this look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.